Pistachio land.
Pistachio Tree Ranch. This little slice of New Mexico desert was Tom's canvas to create his legacy. Tireless dedication to his dream made his farm the success it is today. There's the little pistachio.
Literally, the landscape has gone from where it's kind of desert, but has growth, to where ahead of us is just white sand.
The dunes.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why it's called White Sands National Monument.
Okay, a couple of things that are interesting about the White Sands National Park is that it is the wettest desert in North America, and actually the coolest one also. It's got water in the desert, and it's actually a bathtub, so that all the water from the surrounding mountains that you could almost see today, except for all the smoke in the air, drains down into this big bathtub, as they call it, and it helps wash all the gypsum down into the white sands.
They have to plow this just like they do the snow.
Big parking lot.
Yep.
Over here. Turn around. See you across the road?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to plow to keep the sand out of the road. Driving on sand.
See, they have to plow the sand back off the road. Even though this is just sand we are driving on, they still have to have an area to get through. Currently, we are out investigating to find where the best dune is for us to go sledding. Okay, so before we go sledding, we've got to go investigating and find a good hill. Oh my gosh, this is so nice.
Hi, honey.
As the eye can see. Okay, we're gonna take time for lunch, which is bologna and cheese sandwiches and some chips and our drinks, and then we have to wax our sleds, and then we're gonna head out.
And we're going sledding.
Okay, those of you wondering what Todd's doing right now, we're waxing the sleds, so we're ready. There's only one major issue. My sled has a huge crack in it. So I'm gonna make sure I put my rear the other direction, or I'll be sitting on the sand.
Going anywhere, hon. I gotta push you. Slowly heading down the hill.
Okay,
Come on, dear.
so we're going to
Up, up, up.
up this, and then come down this really really steep hill.
Anything else, the hardest part is trying to make it up the hill. But she's getting there. Right, honey?
Here he goes. Holy crud, he's going fast.
She's in the starting gate. Looks like there's a pause. There she goes. Woo! Go. Ooh. Here she comes. Here she goes.
Okay, so that is awesome. Holy crud. So now we're kind of doing a break.
A break of sledding.
Oh, break
So
of
we're walking along and checking out the dunes.
So this for sure is a one of a kind. The sand looks like it's all like ripples, waves like in the ocean.
Here's the inaugural run. You can see over the edge. Get ready. It's gonna let loose. Just think, at least I didn't break the trail for you, so you'll go slower. Are you ready yet? Graceful. Stay on the track. That's what she said. By far the toughest part. Trying to climb up the hill. Making sure she's stepping into footprints because it makes it easier. It helps if you turn sideways a little bit and get a grip. But it's not easy going up these hills.
Looks like if you go down sledding off of this one, you'll end up on a frozen lake down there. It's not frozen, it's too hot.
Here comes the Olympic sand sledder. She's ready to go. Feet up, lean back. Oh, I'm not sure about the form on this one. What'd you think, dear?
That was fun. Okay, think about the experience.
It was very unique.
That was cool. A lot of fun.
It was surprisingly challenging.
It was hard climbing up to the top, I will have to admit.
It was good, and now we can watch the EMTs over there as they're waiting for someone to come back, and I don't know what they're trying to pick up, but
Yeah, there's EMTs up at the top.
the ranger was going to get somebody.
So we're gonna go over and see if we can't figure out what's going on. Okay, the ambulance is still here, waiting for the ranger to come back. At least, yeah, at least a half an hour, I would think. And we sure don't see him out there anymore. We see a couple people coming back along the trail. But we elected not to hike.
Okay, Todd's on a mission now. He wants to get over to that little weather station up there on that sand dune. So we're gonna have a little jaunt. Okay, I'm assuming those are little weather stations because there's one there and then there's one up here on the dune. And we're gonna walk up to the one by the dune up there and see kind of what it's all involved. It almost makes me feel like we're walking on the moon. There's our truck, by the way. And here is the moonscape, you could say. And there's our little landing station almost. And we're walking across the dunes to see what it's about. I have no idea. It's got a little solar panel on it and a light. That's all I can tell you. We came across some mounds of sand, and the only thing that could be going on here is the root system of the plants holding the sand together and creating these mounds, and several of them in the area.
There's a whole bunch bunch over there.
And you can see the way the wind blows around it and just gets rid of all the sand.
But I don't understand why they haven't had them anywhere else except
You gotta have the right plants,
right here,
and you gotta have the right wind.
I guess. We literally now are out here and you can't see anything except white sand. Or as far as the eye can see. Oh, there's the mountain, one side. That would be the east side of this. And there's the mountain that borders the west side of the dunes. Okay, so you gotta wonder.
What's the story behind the boot? And true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
And this is how high the mound of sand is plowed for people to be able to get through. This. Okay, we have some type of inspection station up ahead here.
I have a feeling it has to do with the missile base.
Because we left the White Sands National Monument after sledding and went to see if we could go to the White Sands missile base. And now we're on our way back and running into this. Okay, so we've just now realized it's the Border Patrol that we're going through. So we have no idea how this is all gonna work.
I didn't know we were on an international border.
Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because I don't want to get in trouble or anything. So we pulled up, they had machines that were like checking the car, and they asked if we were Americans. We answered yes, and we got to just pull on through. So now the question remains.
What if you'd have said no?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Anyway, on we go.
Well, so far on our trip, we've been able to cross through the Border Patrol at the international border with Canada and now with Mexico. It's been an interesting trip already.
Okay, today we went to the White Sands National Monument.
Oh, but before that, we went to Pistachio Land.
Yes, we did. But we did not go on the tour because of social distancing. So then we went to White Sands National Park, or National...
It's a national park, you were right.
National Park, I was right. And just, it was very interesting. White sand dunes as far as you can see.
Definitely one of a kind experience. It was, you can see those old desert movies with the cowboys and how they used to get lost and they'd end up with the parched lips and all that kind of stuff. It only took about an hour and I needed some chapstick. And you could get out there and get twisted around so incredibly bad.
As a matter of fact, when we went sledding, and yes, we did go sledding just like if you were in Wisconsin on
And they had to
Saucer.
plow the roads just like you were in Wisconsin.
Yep. And so anyway, while we were sledding, we noticed a ranger pull up out where we were, which was in the middle of nowhere, get out, get on a four-wheeler and take off. And we're like, that's kind of interesting. So we get done sledding, we get back to kind of the top of another dune, and looking across, we notice a couple of EMTs standing out.
So of course we got nosy and we went around the bluff there and we checked it out, and there was an ambulance, another rescue truck with the four-wheeler on the back along with another ranger, and they never did actually pull anybody out of there. They ended up, the lights went off on the ambulance and they left, but It had to have been after a good half an hour. So hopefully they found the guy and he was all right.
Exactly. And then we left that area and we went to try to find the White Sands Missile Range.
We did drive through a lot of it, saw some of the buildings and some of the neat things that they have out there, but there was no real explanation because the museum and all that stuff is closed.
Right. And we were kind of hoping to see where Trinity was. And for those of you that don't know, Trinity is where they did the test drop of the nuclear bomb before they dropped it on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And then
we got to go through the border patrol one more time.
Yep, but now we're on our way back to the camper to where we can get all the sand off of ourselves from all kinds of crevices and hopefully have a very good dinner and relaxing evening. So anyway, we would highly recommend White Sands National Park to anybody traveling out this way to New Mexico.